I took this thing apart. I took it 100% apart. They don't know who I am. They don't know who I am. They lied. This is not 400 watts. Hey guys, this is Joe Tech from JoeteckTips. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And today we have another solar light, street light, that was given to me just a week ago. They saw the review that I did on that 400 watt light. I'll have that right here for you to check out. And they were very impressed with that video, and they said, we want you to review our 400 watt light. I says, you know what, that sounds like a really cool idea. So they're telling me that they're an honest seller and their products are exactly what they say they are. So when someone says that to me, that raises a major red flag. Okay, there's two types of solar panels you really need to consider. Thin film is really rare. It's really for smaller devices, not like large panels like this. You have polycrystalline and monocrystalline. Poly is blue. Mono is black. Thin film is black. They claim this to be monocrystalline. They are incorrect. Poly is the worst efficiency. Mono is the best efficiency and the best panel technology. Poly is not. They claim this to be a monocrystalline, and they lied about that too. So this company is not very, I guess, respectable for me right now because they lied about everything. And as soon as they say or tell me that they're an honest seller, like I said, immediately major red flag for me. So I proceeded to ask some technical questions about the light, which they had no problem revealing, which was interesting. So this light is rated the way they're rating it at 400 watts of light output. It's physically impossible for this to be 400 watts. So I'm going to explain. When I asked the company to provide the LED technology that they use, they revealed it as an SMD, surface mount device, 2835. Now that is the actual LED surface mount device that is actually soldered to this board. Now, I went into detail the specifications of this particular LED, and each one produces 0.5 watts at 3.6 volts or 3.7 volts, which is what this is designed for, okay? So if you look closely at this, which I'll show pictures of, each segment has two LEDs. So each one little circle, two LEDs, produces 1 watt of power. Okay? So, that said, if we count how many are here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 60 segments here, of which there is 120 LEDs. So you guys can figure that out, right? If each LED produces a half a watt, and there's 120 of them, how many watts is this light? You guessed it correctly, 60 watts. So the company is claiming this to be a 400 watt light, is what they told me that they sent. However, from the looks of it, it should be the 200 watt, but they're still lying. And this is a 60 watt light. Now let me show you what a true 400 watt light is. We already did that review, but I'm going to show you the comparison just so you can see. This is the one that we installed on the tree. Okay, this, my friends, is a true 400 watt LED light. This uses the same LEDs as this light. Okay, you can clearly see the difference in size. All right, now to give you an example of how many LEDs this has 4 sections of 216 LEDs in each box. That's a total of 864 LEDs in this light. If we go by the same calculations of 0.5 watts per LED. That'll be 432 watts of light output of this bad boy. Okay, so this is actually underrated, claiming it to be 400 watts, but it in fact is 432. Now I find that impressive to me because the company is actually underrating their product light output. Okay, the other thing that bothers me with this particular company, which by the way is called OKPRO, just so you know, I would not go, if you're interested in buying this light, I mean, I'll have a link in the description below, but it's not what it says. So the 400 watt light is really, if this is what they're claiming to be 400 watts, it's really 60. Their 500 watt light is actually 120 because it actually has 240 LED lights in it, which indicates to be 120 watt LED light output, not 500. So I have no idea where they're coming up with these numbers. And strangely, right on the PC board itself states that it's a 60 watt circuit board. It actually says it. 60 watts, 120 LEDs, so they can't lie. So, it does have a decent sized battery pack on the inside. It has 5 3.7 volt, like size D batteries inside. So the current is there. I can't tell the milliamp because they're unlabeled, so I have no idea what the hell they are. However, the interesting part about this is that it's claiming to be 40,000 lumens. Now, the other technical specifications that they actually gave me stated that it was like 127 lumens per watt. All right, so since it's only a half a watt LED, we have to divide that number by 2. Or take the 60 LEDs that we have, multiply that by 127, and we get about 7,700 lumens. That's all this light does, is 7,700 and change, 7,760 I believe, lumens. That is all this thing does, okay? So the 40,000 lumens, the 400 watt light output is all fake. I don't care if they gave me the light. They told me that they're an honest seller. When you tell me that, that means you're lying to me. And that's what they did. They lied. Blatantly lied. I have all the text messages. We're an honest seller. This is what we... I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. OKPRO LED lighting is misleading. And they should advertise as it is. And they're overpriced products for sure. This is not worth the cost that it shows on Amazon at all. If it's only it's only a 60 watt light, that's nothing. It should be 50 bucks for this thing, not 100 or close to $200. That's ridiculous. This other one, which I can barely pick up, is definitely worth the money. And I'll have a link in the description for this as well. Just in case you missed that video, which I already showed you, beginning of this video. But this is a true 400 watt light. It's actually over 400. This is 60. So you can tell the difference between the two. 400 and 60. Worth the money, not worth the money. They should definitely lower the price. They're not going to be happy with me with this video, but I don't really give a shit. You don't lie. You're lying to your customers. You're lying to your potential customers. Bad, bad news. I do not recommend this product whatsoever. I'm going to use it. It's only a 60 watt light. And by the way, the remote capabilities, there's no motion on it. It's either high or low. It's the 400 watt, and that's high and that's low. You can see the flicker on the screen. And that's it. Those are the two modes, high and low. There's no motion. You either have 3 hour, 5 hour, 8 hour, or auto on at dusk and auto off at dawn. And that's it. That's all you got. There's nothing fancy about this light at all. That's all it can do. There's no motion. So it's not overly impressive to me. It's actually really disheartening that they would actually lie. Blatantly lie. This company did not lie. This company is lying. So anyway, I've beat this video enough to death. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care, and we'll see you next time.